Hello and welcome to another Glenn Maney Talks Chelsea. And I don't like this habit that's forming. Two in a row. Tonight it was Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Chelsea 1. And could have been very different if Zuma's header had gone in instead of hitting the crossbar. Could have been different if Giroud had got over the top of his header. I think we would have been out of sight. But it wasn't. And to be fair to Wolves, I think by the end of that game, they pretty well deserved. They deserved it. Should have had Neto booked for falling over when Reece James clearly didn't touch him and trying to get a penalty. Used to be sending off that, didn't it? But at least a booking. But what can you say? Pretty poor performance. No one individually. The other day when we got beat against Everton, there were some real stinkers. There weren't that many stinkers out there tonight. A couple of players had decent games. N'Golo Kante had a decent game. Mount had a decent first half. Kovacic looked decent when he came on. Pulisic had a good game. Reece James was okay. A lot of okays out there. But okays don't win leagues, of course. So it's going to be a quick one tonight because when you have a lousy day and that just Chelsea getting beat just tops it off. I'm in one of them. So yes, Mendy couldn't do much with the goal really. Came off the first goal came off of Reece James, and couldn't really do much about the second. That was just a well taken goal. Mendy, I'm going to give him a 6. Didn't really do anything wrong. After when he went up to the end, I thought, oh no, he's out of goals. It reminded me of Peter Barotta. But unlike Peter, he decided to go back, which was a result. So Reece James at right back. He was okay. I'm going to give Reece... He was trying to get forward. He had a hard job on his hands. That Podence who scored the first goal was a right tricky little customer, wasn't he? And he kept switching wings. Seemed like a horrible little fella, but there you go. Had that flare up, didn't he? Just one of them annoying little Billy Bremner types, really. But Reece James, I'm going to give you a 7. Zuma gets a 7. Thiago Silva gets a 7. Great block from Thiago Silva. Bit of a cock up in the second half that he made up for. Won it back again. And Ben Chilwell, he was game enough, going up and down, gets a 7 as well. Midfield, N'Golo Kante gets a 7.5. He started off like a steam. He worked very, very hard. But I don't know. We don't seem very creative. I don't know if it's because we haven't got a Jorginho or a Gilmore in there. I mean, perhaps we can get away with it when we've got a Ziyech. But Werner's, he looks like he's got no confidence whatsoever at the minute, doesn't he? And Havertz, we've spoken about it. There'll be loads of people slagging him off tonight, but I think it'll be next season before we see the best of him. Just acclimatise into everything, and he looks like it. He looks like a young lad that's not sure of himself, really. Does a few really decent things and a few not so good things. So, back to my scoring. You can tell I'm fed up, can't you? Sorry, folks. Not great viewing, I know, but I had high hopes tonight. I really thought we win. So Mount gets a 7 from me. First half, he played really well. Nothing glaringly bad. Havertz gets a 5 from me. He he did 4 or 5 really good things during that game. He worked hard. He got back and defended. Gave the ball away a few times. Just, I don't know. Just not at the races at the minute. Werner started off on the right wing, went over to the left. Looks like a centre forward playing out on the wing. Simple as that. I know we've all been calling for Ollie, and 6 goals in 3 games. What can you more of you ask from centre forward? But Werner looks out on a limb, out on a wing, and he gets a 5. He gets a 5. Yeah, apart from Pulisic, we didn't look that great up top, did we, in the last third? Pulisic looked really positive and kept going for it. Pulisic gets an 8.5 from me tonight, and Ollie gets a 7.5. Ollie put a shift in. Pulisic looked dangerous. He was wandering from left to right, right to left. Looked dangerous all the time. Substitutions, no surprise when Kovacic come on for Havertz, although I thought it might be Billy Gilmore or Jorginho. We just looked like we needed some more creativity other than just relying on the flanks, which is what we seem to do and what Wolves looked like they were drilled to play against. Yeah, Kovacic done well. At least he drove forward, so he was an improvement anyway. So that's the reason you make a substitution, isn't it? And then Tammy came on for Giroud. I just don't honestly see what quality Tammy brings to that side. I'm sorry, I don't know what the point of bringing him on was. I didn't really see what he did any different to Giroud, apart from not hold the ball up quite as so well, get out muscled in the air. I just don't know what he brings to the side. I've got to be honest. I would much rather, if Giroud was going to come off, I'd have much rather seen Werner down the middle. But maybe a goal for Werner and get his confidence back. We know he can do it. We've seen him do it for Leipzig. Seen him do it for us, but he's certainly been off the boil. I don't know why. Forwards are all about confidence, and he just don't look it at the moment, does it? So yeah, Wolves, they pressed well. Not in the first half, they didn't. It was it looked like 2 teams that didn't want to score against each other. I thought it was, I don't know, charades football or something. But second half, they pressed well. We did our normal second half stint where we back off after we've scored. The goal was well worked. One of the few good things that Werner did when he cut inside his man, laid a lovely ball for Chilwell and a good strike by Giroud. The goalkeeper done well to try and get hold of it, and it sort of slipped under his body. But yeah, not a lot, not many highlights. Crikey, that was on Match of the Day. I don't know if it is or not, but that's going to be about 30 seconds of highlights, that, isn't it? Because it was a pretty drab game. I don't know what to say. Frank's got to really give him a boot right up the Khyber Pass, because that just isn't good enough for a Chelsea side. We weren't expecting great things, but when you can see that a team can actually do it, you expect them to do it, don't you? And that, to me, the last 2 games is 6 points just thrown away. And that's the difference between champions and also rans. And I said at the start of the season, I think we're going to be also rans. I think we'll get top 4. I think we're good enough. But if we carry on playing like that, we won't. Sorry I can't be more positive, folks. I hope to be more positive at the weekend. What's more important is what you think. I want to hear what you think about tonight's performance. Have I been too generous in my scoring? Frank gets a 5 from me tonight because I say his in-game management at the moment, to me, I don't agree with. He gets the big bucks, I don't. But I'm giving Frank a 5. Let me know what you think, because the only reason I do these is to get a bit of chat going, and let me know what your thoughts are. Okay, thanks for watching. If you can subscribe to the channel, that would be Fam Dabadozy. And let's hope we've all got a reason to smile at the weekend. Speak to you soon. Up to Chelsea.